British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Welcome back to 1680's BCIT The Crow. I'm Braden Goodman, and at the top of this segment, we'll be taking a look at the biggest stories happening around the nation. Canada's women's rugby team fell short of a gold victory over the weekend. Canada's bid for the title ultimately came up short, with the team falling 33-13 to an overpowering English side playing on home turf. But the second-place finish, on the heels of last year's silver medal at the Paris Olympics in Rugby Sevens, is made all the more remarkable considering how little the team was funded. According to CBC, the team got a tenth of the money England's team received, forcing some of the players to work day jobs while they trained and to crowdfund just to be able to afford to attend the tournament. While the team fell short, Rugby Canada is hoping the run will inspire tomorrow's rugby stars and the next generation of players in the country. In other Canadian sports news, wheelchair racer Austin Smenk of Oakville, Ontario, has medaled at the second straight Para-Athletics World Championships, taking bronze in the men's 400-meter T34 final on a hot and humid Monday in New Delhi. The medal marks Canada's first medal of the event at the Para-Athletic Worlds. Smenk's time of 49.43 seconds was nearly 1 second off his 48.5 season best, but good enough to keep Ali Radi Arshid of Qatar off the podium by 9/100ths of a second for Canada's first medal in India. Smenk's personal best is 48.06 seconds and was a world record in June 2024. Other Canadian results of the event in New Delhi: Addison Francescini of Gerald, Ontario, who came 6th in women's discus throw, and Nick Neri of Brampton, Ontario, came 7th in men's 1,500-meter heat. We now turn our attention to the local sports clubs as the Vancouver Canucks continue to shape their roster ahead of the upcoming NHL regular season. The Vancouver Canucks have placed 4 players on waivers today in order to send them down to the Abbotsford Canucks. The 4 players are goaltender Jiri Patera, defenseman Jimmy Schultz, as well as forwards Joseph Labate and Mackenzie McEachran. In total, 22 players were placed on waivers across the NHL, including former Canucks forward Philip Giuseppe, who was signed this offseason by the Winnipeg Jets. Labate, McEachran, and Schultz were all signed by Vancouver this past offseason. As for Patera, he joined the organization during the 2024 offseason. All 4 players were projected to be sent to the AHL and should play big roles for the Abbotsford Canucks this season. Sending these 4 players down on Monday also ensures that they'll be ready for the AHL Canucks training camp this year. Abbotsford will hold practices at the Abbotsford Centre from October 1st through 3rd, while a scrimmage will be played at the Chilliwack Coliseum on October 4th. According to the Canucks, all Abbotsford training camps events will be open to the public. Vancouver has 2 more preseason games before they kick off the 2025-26 season on October 9th. The Canucks will take on the Calgary Flames on October 1st before playing their final preseason game against the Edmonton Oilers on the 3rd. Game time for Wednesday is scheduled for 6 o'clock p.m. from the Scotiabank Saddle Dome. Staying in that hockey vein, the Giants got their season underway this past weekend. On Saturday, the Giants allowed 5 power play goals in a 9-4 loss to the Victoria Royals at the Save-On Foods Memorial Center. The game was 3-3 early in the second before the Royals wrung off 3 straight goals to make it a 6-3 affair after 40 minutes. Vancouver made it 6-4 early in the period to give the team some life, but the Victoria Royals responded well, scoring 3 in a row to cap off the win. Ty Haliburton scored twice on the power play, while Ethan Middlestott and Tyus Sparks had the other goals in the contest. Victoria got 4 goals from Roan Woodward, plus single tallies from 5 different players, including Miles Cooper, Caleb Matthews, Ashton Browns, Ludovic Perreault, and Timofey Runso. The Giants hit the road this weekend and will travel to Spokane to take on the Chiefs this Friday. Taking a look at what's on tap south of the border, there are 2 games tonight in a doubleheader edition of Monday Night Football. Kicking things off, it's the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Both teams entered tonight's contest still looking for their first win of the season. Justin Fields will be the starting quarterback of the New York Jets as he's back off the injury list and will draw the start tonight. Kickoff is slated for this afternoon at 4:15. You're up to date in the world of sports. My name is Braden Goodman, and you're listening to 1680 The Crow.
On BCIT's 1680 The Crow.